In a previous video, we generated this simulation model to assist the manager in the decision of how many units or how many crates to stock of 1 gallon milk. So we created this simulation model where we have the input, we have the uncertain input, we have our decision variable, and then we had created 1,000 simulations, 1,000 trials, and we have the data in this part of the model. Okay, so it's right there. And we calculated, so here we have some statistics that said, well, when you stock 150, the average profit is 317, and the standard deviation is 151. Please note that these numbers might vary a little bit. Each of the simulations is a sample, so we have 1,000 observations in the sample, and the numbers can be slightly different because the samples might be slightly different. Okay, but her main question was, okay, how many crates? No, and we started with 150, but the question is 150 a good number, or should we have more, or should we have less? And for that, we're going to create a table that is going to summarize the statistics for different order quantities. So to do that, we're going to be using data tables in Excel. So here I have the stats that we calculated. What I'm going to put here is different order quantities. So I'll say, well, we have the 150. Maybe we want to consider going lower than that, maybe going 120. I'll do 130, 135, 140, 145, 150, what else we can, 155, and 160. Oh, 160. Okay, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to use a data table in the sense that we want Excel to plug in into our model these order quantities. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller so it can fit better in my screen. So what we're going to ask Excel is to take that number, 130, plug it in into my model, and then save the average profit, the standard deviation, and the probability of profit of less than 0 in my table. Okay. And to do that in Excel is very simple. I need to highlight the table. So I highlight the table, making sure that I'm highlighting the different order quantities and that I'm highlighting what is the average profit, standard deviation, and the probability. Then I go to data, what if analysis, data tables. And in fact, what I'm building right now is a one-way table. It's a one-way table because I have only one input. The only one input that I'm changing is the order quantity. And it's presented here as a row. So I'm going to click there and say where in my model I want Excel to plug in those numbers. So it's right there in my order quantity. So B11, say enter, say it okay. And now I let Excel to do the calculations very quickly and I have the results here. Maybe if I want to improve the formatting, I'm going to indicate that these are actually dollar amounts. So make that a little bit bigger. Maybe now I can make this a little bit bigger too. So now I have here my table where it tells me what is the average profit for each of the order quantities. And that result is based on a simulation with 1,000 trials. So I can see here that in this case, if I order 130, my average profit is going to be 344 and the standard deviation is going to be 61, and it's telling me that the probability of having a negative profit is less than 1%. And I can see here that when I increase my order quantity, my profit, instead of going up, it goes down. So it keeps decreasing and it increases a little bit there. Not a big difference. This could be just a difference because we have in fact different samples. So that might be the reason. Then it starts decreasing. So it seems like a large order quantity is not a good thing if I'm trying to maximize the expected profit. If I look also at the standard deviation, which measures the risk, I can see that the standard deviation increases with my order quantity. So again, there's something to keep in mind. And the probability of having a negative profit also increases with my order quantity. This is because of the fixed cost. No, so it's because, or should I say, the ordering cost. If I order too much and then I'm not able to sell it, then I still need to pay for that cost. Yes, I get a refund, but it's very little, and in that way, it's not profitable to actually meet demand exactly. It's okay based on this. This is saying that it's okay to have some unsatisfied demand. Okay, so now as a decision maker, we can assist her. And probably what we should do also maybe is consider, well, if we order less than 130, is that still better? We might want to look at that. But for the purpose of this video, that's all we're going to do. So we are using data tables with our simulation model to figure out, okay, what is the best order quantity?